Would you like to leave your IRA to your trust as a beneficiary? Well, you may have heard that this isn't possible, but in this video, I'll share with you how you may be able to leave your IRA proceeds to your trust so that you can take advantage of some of the benefits that a trust offers, like greater control and creditor protection. So before we get started, I have to give a general disclaimer that I am not an attorney. This isn't legal advice or financial advice for you. I don't pretend to be an attorney on TV. In fact, this information should only be used for educational purposes, and you should speak with a qualified professional who knows about your situation before taking action on anything that you see here. With that being said, so why would you want to leave your IRA to your trust? Well, first off, there are creditor protection features that are available to the trust. The trust itself could be its own separate entity that is not attached to an individual's own credit. So for instance, if someone were to get divorced, then their trust proceeds may not be considered in their overall net worth. All right. The other reason is that you, as the grantor of the trust, you have greater control over when the money comes out of that trust. If you have a lot of money in an IRA, it may not be the best decision to leave that to somebody who is not financially fit, or if you have a minor under the age of 18, they can't get the money anyways. So what a trust can do is it can give you greater control over your money when you are gone. But in order to do this, you have to use a feature called a look-through trust. And in order to set up a look-through trust, all you have to do is make sure that you have a few things set up properly. Now, first of all, a look-through trust is not a special trust. You can add this to your existing IRA and to a irrevocable trust, or a trust that becomes irrevocable at death. All you have to do is make sure that the beneficiary in the trust is a natural person. So the beneficiary cannot be a nonprofit organization or a non-living person. The reason being is that as you look at an IRA beneficiary, a designated beneficiary, they have a finite lifetime. And the reason that the IRS cares about that is that they want you to take money out of that IRA. And if you have the money going to a nonprofit organization or some sort of charity, then there isn't a finite lifetime on that enterprise. The IRS says it's okay to make your trust the designated beneficiary so long as the beneficiary of the trust is a natural person. Okay. The other reason that this may be really helpful for you with leaving the proceeds to the trust is that you could then have your main trust separated into individual trusts. And so basically you could have different stipulations for maybe different kids. If you have kids who are more responsible or would need the money for different purposes, then you can say, I'm going to give them a larger amount up front. Whereas somebody who is either younger or maybe not as financially fit, they would have the access to the money on maybe a more conservative basis. You define the amount that they can get, you define how they get the money, what have you. So this is a really great feature for somebody who A, has minor kids, or B, really wants to make sure that they have greater control over their IRA proceeds when they pass away. So in order to make this happen, in order to put this in place, what you have to do is, first off, you want to work with your financial advisor. Your financial advisor is going to be able to assist you with getting all of the documents properly filed at the IRA custodian. The IRA custodian is going to need a copy of your trust document because they're going to want to verify that the trust beneficiary is a real person. This is good to have on hand with the custodian because then it will speed up the transfer process when that takes place. So work with your financial advisor to get that properly set up, and then you want to work with a licensed attorney who can help you out with the trust beneficiaries and making sure that your trust is set up. In order for this to all be valid, your trust has to be valid by state law. It also has to be irrevocable or become irrevocable at death. And then finally, the beneficiaries have to be natural people. So this can be a great strategy for you and for your estate plan. Go ahead and like this button if you got something out of it. And if you want more information like this, then click subscribe and you'll get updates when they come available. Thanks.